Hello, everybody, and welcome to another session of Scuba Talk. I'm Scuba Dave. Today, we're going to be talking about the Nautilus. I get asked a lot of questions about the Nautilus. Is it good? Is it just a toy? Can you tell me about it? Okay. So I went and I did some research, and I talked to one of my best friends, and him and his wife have a Nautilus. And so I got some information from him on how he uses it, and I went on the internet and I looked it up, and because I want to make sure I give out the right information. Okay, so we'll be back right after this. Okay, so we're talking about the Nautilus, and we can all imagine what it's used for. Okay, basically, if you run into trouble. But what is it? It's not a handheld radio. Okay, so let's see if I can tell you basically what it is. Here's the description of it. I'm pulling this off the internet. Off of their website, because I want to give you some accurate information. The Nautilus is a compact submersible handheld VHF radio, okay, with GPS capabilities. It's waterproof up to 425 feet, okay, and it is carried along with the diver during the dive. So, right, you're going underwater with it. You can put it in a pocket, or you clip it to a D-ring, however you want to wear it. The solution is that it's compact as a safety tube, okay? But let me just say it's not going to replace the safety tube. Please don't take away that I'm telling you that this is to replace the safety tube. It is not to replace the safety tube, okay? It's just an added on feature, okay? It's powered by an 1850 lithium battery. It's rechargeable. That's a good thing, right? You're not going to be spending a lot of money for battery here, battery there, right? So we got batteries. Let's see. It comes with a standard USB cable and can be charged by plugging it into a computer or USB wall adapter. Okay. The lifelong case is made of a polycarbonate and 316L stainless steel. Okay, I don't know what that is. So, let's talk about what it's going to do. Okay, we kind of told you what it is. Let's talk about how it's going to go. So, the Lifeline can easily be programmed with any standard to communicate with any standard VHF marine radio. Okay, now what it does, it comes pre-programmed with channel 16 and channel 68. 16 is like the emergency channel, a hail channel. Like if you're calling another vessel. Or something like that, or real stress emergencies. 68 is kind of like to communicate type channel. Okay, from what I understand. Okay, all the features in the world are useless, right? If it doesn't work. Okay. Let me see here. I'm just really quickly going through this guide. Okay. The Lifelong has a range of 2 to 6 miles. Okay, so what that's telling me right off the bat, it's a line of sight. Okay, it's not going to go and communicate with the GPS. Now, I do understand the GPS portion of this is when it will actually lock on to 3 different satellites to coordinate your GPS location. And then you will send it through the VHF part to boats within that 2 to 6 miles. Now, 2 to 6 miles, that could be a wide area, especially if you're within 3 to 5 miles of shore. Chances are you're going to find another vessel. Okay, another boat's going to pick that signal up, whether they actually divert and come toward you, but they can at least transmit it out there for closer vessels, right? Because hopefully it's a big enough boat that might have radar, and they're pinpointing your GPS location. Maybe there's a closer vessel, and they can hail that closer vessel to get to you. So, that's a good thing. Okay. Okay. So I just told you about that. Yeah. So there's a lot of myths. A lot of people have asked me, so it's like a satellite radio. No. The only part of the satellite that it uses is to coordinate your GPS location. Okay, the actual communication part works off the VHF radio. Okay, now there's 3 settings in there. Okay, to get going, you can press the green button. There's 3 buttons on there: green, red, and like an orange button. Okay. And so after you've gotten to the surface, because that's where this is going to work. It's not going to work underwater, right? Okay, so you're at the surface, you got the BCD inflated, and boom, we need the boat's way over there. They're not paying attention to us, or whatever. We're being swept on our shore dive out in the ocean, right? They can't see us on the shore. Boom, we pop this thing, okay? So you're going to open the case, you're going to extend the black antenna, and you're going to press the green button. Green button is what they call the dive boat chat. So if you were using this and you were on a dive boat, right, I would, when I got on the boat, and at least before I get in the water, I'm going to say to the captain, hey, I have a Nautilus. Are you guys set up in case I have to pop this thing, right? If I hit the green button, it's going to go channel 68. Now I can talk to him a little bit. Hey, we're over here. I can see the bow of the ship. Okay, that's going to give him an idea about where I'm at. He can grab his binoculars and hopefully he can find me. Now remember this. Okay, a lot of people don't get this. Okay, when you're out there in the water, now to us it looks like we're sitting up. Okay, but technically the only thing that they're going to be able to see is maybe from your neck up, maybe a little bit of your shoulders. Now, if there's any swell out there or any white caps out there, it's going to be real difficult for them to see you, okay? And so when I was being asked about this product, I really didn't know a whole lot about it, and so I looked into it, and to me, I think it's a good thing. So, but anyway, so the first button that we push is going to go to channel 68, and you can talk to the skipper. Okay. The second button, hold on, let me find it here. I'm still learning this thing. The orange button is called Hail Any Boat button. Okay, so you can hit this button, and it's going to send, I'm assuming, some sort of an alert message out, probably a pre-programmed message out. Okay, and boats will see it. Okay, you won't probably be able to talk to those boats, but at least they're going to get the message. They're going to see it. Okay, they're going to start looking for you. They'll probably get your GPS coordinates. That's probably what it sends it, GPS coordinates. Okay, so then every boat is supposed to be monitoring channel 16 when they're out on the water, and under maritime law, every boat is required that if they get hail distress signal or an emergency signal, they're supposed to stop what they're doing and try to go and help you. If they're the closest boat, or if they're directed, I'm sure, by Coast Guard or whoever. But under maritime law, any vessel in the area is supposed to respond. Okay. Once powered on, the GPS acquires the location, like I told you, from the 3 satellites, and it locks your current position in on an icon. So if you turn it to the side, it'll have a reading on the side. So if you're doing the channel 68 with your boat, you might even be able to tell the captain, hey, I'm at whatever it is. Okay. If you hit the third button, you're going to press the red button for 3 seconds. Okay, that is the distress mode. That means anybody, everybody, that's like a highest priority. They're coming. It's like calling Mayday. And the Coast Guard and any vessel within range that is equipped with a DSC-enabled VHF radio, okay, will receive your distress message, and they'll be able to get your exact coordinates, which are transmitted from your Nautilus, okay. It'll transmit will continue every 5 minutes for 30 minutes, or it'll do what they call 7 complete cycles. After that 30-minute transmission, it'll reduce to once every 10 minutes, and the lifeline will go to sleep between transmissions to conserve your battery life. Okay, that sounds like a pretty cool deal to me. So I'm going to be posting some more information as we finish up here. If you're interested in it, again, let me just say, I am not in contact in any way with this company. I don't sell their product. I don't, I just recommend it only because of the facts that I'm seeing and the incidences that I read. I read a report a couple days ago. There was, I guess, a couple ladies that were diving a shore dive, and the current took them out. Luckily for them, there happened to be a lifeguard that was just leaving, getting ready to go home for the day, and he decided to take one final scan of his water before he went home. And sure enough, when he held on his normal look, he didn't see anything. And for some reason, he grabbed his binoculars and looked, and way out there, he didn't even swim to him. He called it in, and boats had to go out there and get him. That's how far out they were. I mean, they were way out there. From what I heard, they were almost like 2 to 3 miles offshore, and the current was still going, taking them out. So, when I see stuff like this, I think to myself, wow, this could have been a game changer for those ladies. Okay, they probably could have got rescued sooner. And then I also think about private boat owners. If you're a private boat owner, what a fantastic tool that is. You got your boat anchored, you got your boat on a mooring on a dive site, and you jump in, the current takes you. This has happened, okay, and people have died, okay. They get caught in those currents, and they're gone. It blows them away from their boat. They can't get back to their boat, and, stuff happens. And so, if we had something like this, okay, I think it'll save lives. And so I myself am going to be looking into this further, trying to see if I can actually find some things that talk about, people that have actually had to use it. And so I'll try to do an updated post as we go along. The only place that I can find to buy one of these things, if you're interested, is seriously, I would just contact your local dive shop. Okay. I'm sure they would be able to get this for you. If not, try Amazon. Right, everything in the world is going to Amazon now, so that's what I would recommend. Okay. If you have any questions, please feel free. You can leave a comment down below, or you can email me. My email address is scubadave94@gmail.com. And if you like the content that we're putting out, please feel free to give us a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. By ringing the bell, that'll give you all our notifications when they come out. They'll send you a notification when we put out content. So that'll wrap it up for this session of Scuba Talk. And I'm Scuba Dave. I want to say, have fun, be safe, and keep diving.